Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and another NBA recap video, as there was 13 games today, and let's go over them. There was some good games today. There's some overtime games. There was some upsets, and so let's get started. So starting off with a really early game, and this was an upset. I don't know why this game was so early. It was this game started at 4:30. Well, I live in Houston, so when it was Orlando, this is the Mavericks Orlando game. It was in Orlando, so really it started at 5:30, but that's still early. So I don't know why the game started at 5:30. For me, it was 4:30. I was like, I got the alert. It was like, it said Mavericks Magic. I was like, what? But yeah, the Magic beat the Mavericks 94-87, a low-scoring game. Let's go over it. Let's go over the stats real quick. Wendell Carter were 13, 12. Wagner were 22. Suggs was 12. Mo Bamba 12 for the Mavericks. But Dinwiddie, he had a great game. He had almost 30 points, 29. Doncic 24. And besides that, there was not a lot of good scores tonight for the Mavs. 8 for Finney-Smith and 8 for Kleba, and that was really it. There's a bunch of other low scores, but we're not going to go over them. The Nuggets barely beat the Pacers. The Pacers even blew a lead. The Nuggets came back and won this ball game. The Pacers have been playing good basketball. I've been impressed with them, so see if they can keep it up. But the Nuggets win it 122-119. They go to 8-3. The Pacers are now 5-6. Hield with 17. Halbert with 21-11. Turner with 14-11. Off the bench, Ben Majorin with 30. He's been playing really good, and I don't even know at this point, why is he even coming off the bench? I know he's doing really good off the bench, but shouldn't he be starting by now? He's playing so well. Isaiah Jackson was 17 and 10 off the bench. For the Nuggets, Jamal Murray with 18, Jokic with 24, Bones Highland was 16, 18 and 16 rebounds for Aaron Gordon, and that was really it. Blazers Hornets. Blazers get the easy win, 105-95. For the Hornets, Oubre with 16, Rozier with 18, Plumlee 16-12. For the Blazers, Lillard with 26, Simons was 19, 17 for Shaedon Sharpe, and that's really it. A good win for the Blazers. The Nets, who win now, they're 3-1 since Kyrie's suspension, and they beat the Knicks 112-85. KD with a triple-double, 29, 12, and 12. Joe Harris with 10. Seth Curry with 23 off the bench. Amon Summer with 18. He's been starting in Kyrie's absence. And for the Knicks, Randall with 24 and 11. Barrett with 16. Brunson with 14. And that's it. So good win for the Nets. The Celtics, who I don't know how many wins they have in a row, but they've been winning a lot of games recently. Tatum and Brown both get 30 pieces. They have a lot of games this year where both of them have scored 30 in the same game. Tatum has 31, Brown has 30, and the Celtics beat the Pistons 128-112. Horford has 13. Sam Hauser, who's having a really good year, he scores 24 in this one. For the Pistons, Bey has 18. Jaden Ivey has 19, 10, and 6. Probably one of his best games of the season. Cade Cunningham, who Jaden Ivey has one of his best games of the season, and Cade Cunningham has one of his worst. He only has 4 points for Cade tonight, which that's not good at all. Isaiah Stewart with 12 and 10. Jaden Durham with 10 and 10. And Killian Hayes off the bench with 16. That's nice. Now moving. Wait, which one were we just talking about? Oh, okay. The next one's the Rockets Raptors. I already made a post game about it, so if you want to go check that out, go check it out. If you want to hear it real quick, Raptors win 116-109. Jalen Green scores 21, and Van Vliet scores 32. Okay, moving on. Jazz Hawks. What a win for the Jazz. They have now won 4 games in a row. They're 10-3. They beat the Hawks 125-119. DeJounte Murray 26. Hunter with 22. Almost said Herter. 22 I did. Trae Young with 22. Capella with 15 and 19. For the Jazz, Jordan Clarkson with 23. Markkanen's been balling. He had 32 and 8 tonight. Olynyk had 14. Beasley had 18. Walker Kessler had 12. Here was one of the overtime games I was telling you all about. The Grizzlies The Grizzlies beat the Spurs 124-122 in overtime. Vassell with 22, Pardo with 22 and 9, Trey Jones with 11, Keldon Johnson with 16 and 8, Josh Richardson with 13, and for the Grizzlies, 32 for Ja, 32 for Bane, 13 for Dylan Brooks, Trey Jones with 11. Good win. Suns beat the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves have been playing very bad recently, and the Suns win 129-117. McDaniels with 24, Edwards with 11. That's not a great game for him. 20 for D'Angelo Russell, 25 and 11 for Gobert, and 11 and 8 for Towns. For the Suns, Bridges with 31 and 9, Booker with 32, 4 and 10. No Chris Paul in this one. Campaign had 23. He got the start. Torrey Craig, who started as well, and Aiden, who's back from his injury, had 9. And the Suns get a good win against the Timberwolves. Another really close game. The Pelicans beat the Bulls 115-111. A good win for the Pelicans, beating a good team like the Bulls, who are 6-7 this year. And they're a little bit of a slump. DeRozan has 33. Levine has 23. Vucevic has 18 and 7. Dragic has 14 off the bench. He had himself a good night. For the Pelicans, Ingram with 22 and 9. Zion with 19 and 5. Valanciunas with 21 and 13. And that's really it for that one. Here's the other overtime. This one went double overtime. Bucks Thunder. What a game, guys. The Thunder, going over the Thunder stats. Shea almost had 40 points. He had 39. I think he might have been the highest scorer in all games today with 39. Josh Giddey with 18 and 15. Lou Dort with 12. Pogo with 17 and 10. Trey Mann off the bench with 21. And for the Bucks, you got Brook Lopez with 24 and 13, who saved the day. There was in regular overtime, it was, I don't know what it was. In regular overtime, it was 125 to 126. There was 0.6 seconds to go, and really had to lob something up. They lobbed it up to Brook Lopez. He threw something up, and he got fouled. He went to the line, missed the first, started to get a little nervous. Yeah, he could have got them the win in overtime, but he made the second, saved their lives. And since it's double overtime where the Bucks would win. So great game from Brook Lopez, 24 and 13. And talking about surprise, Javon Carter with 36 and 12. I remember he was talking shit with Jalen Green earlier in the season, and I was like, oh, yeah, you're trash. And now he has 36 points in a game. So, a good win for the Bucks without Giannis Antetokounmpo. If I'm the Thunder, I'm a little disappointed that you weren't able to beat the Bucks without Drew Holiday that's disappointing, man. The Thunder, who have been playing good ball this season, lost to a Milwaukee Bucks team, who's a great team, but didn't have their two best players in Drew Holiday and Giannis Antetokounmpo. But Allen with 18, Portis with 13, George Hill with 12. Great game from the Bucks and the Thunder. That was one of the best games of the day. Oh, I might have spoken too soon because the Cavs and Kings game was really good. The Kings barely hold on to the Cavs, 127-120. The Kings had a big lead. The Cavs came back, and the Cavs even got their own big little lead, and then the Kings came back. This was a really interesting game to watch. The refs made a lot of bad calls in this one as well, but this was a really fun game to watch. I watched the end of this. I watched the most of the fourth quarter. Let's go over it. Barnes with 20 and 9, Sabonis with 21, 5 and 6, Keegan Murray 14, Fox with 15. Both Monk and Herter had 14. Trey Lyles had 16. Donovan Mitchell almost had 40. Ooh, he almost beat Shea. He had 38. Karis LeVert had 21, 10, and 6. Mobley had 16. Garland only 6 points, but had 8 assists. Jared Allen with 20. Kevin Love with 9. That was a great game. I enjoyed watching that one. Cavs lose 2 straight. The Cavs have, what is that? 2 straight losses in a row to the Kings and the Clippers. Speaking of the Clippers, Lakers. Clippers win to the Lakers 114-101. Paul George with almost 30 points at 29. Norman Powell, one of his best games as a Clipper, he had 18. That's really it. John Wall had 10. Zubac had 10 and 8. That's really it. For the Lakers, LeBron James had 30 points in this one, but did leave early in the fourth quarter with a leg injury, and we'll see what happens with him. AD had 21 and 9. Beverly had 7. Westbrook had 14 and 9 assists. He's been playing really good off the bench. Troy Brown Jr. 14 as well. So that's really it for the recap. A lot of good games today. A couple overtime games. The really good game with the Kings and the Cavs, and there were some all-around really good games, some really good performances today by Shea and Javon Carter, and KD with the triple-double. That's forgotten about. And let me know what you guys thought about today's game. I enjoyed watching all the games today. After having a day off of basketball yesterday to focus on other things like school and the election. Not gonna lie, as much as I love basketball, sometimes it's good. It's good to have a day off from the sport. But they just kick right back at us with a 13-game slate. So it was really fun to talk about these games. It was really fun to watch them. So it wasn't really fun to watch the Rockets lose, but it is what it is. I've seen 10 of them this season. So that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.